Greetings, Divine Radiance. Welcome to your Monday money message with me, Nahkila of AshworthScott Life Sculpting. I am so excited to deliver this message to you. This is to help you get out of your lack state, get into that abundant state, to allow that abundance that is your birthright to flow with you, to flow to you with ease and grace. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this message, y'all. I am super excited to know what message Spirit has for you today, because like I stated before several times, it's not that abundance is something that must be created, right? Abundance is already yours. The only thing that Spirit is telling you that you create as it relates to your abundance are blocks. So it's just up to you to remove and release those blocks, right? So let's go ahead and see what we got today. Now, this card came in reverse. We're going to flip it right side up because why? We're not claiming no reversals. Go ahead and comment. We not claiming no reversals, right? If you're choosing to be abundance, comment, we not claiming no reversals, and make sure you put an exclamation point at the end, okay? In my appreciation, I allow myself to receive wonderful things. Now, this card is number 52, which is 7. Now, for those of you that are in the Activating You mentorship, you know we have been getting the number 7 in so many different ways. So for those of you that are joining us here today on this platform, make sure you Google angel number 7 and get that message, okay? Now, what it says is the best way to accomplish an improved environment is to focus upon the best things about where you currently are until you flood your own vibrational patterns of thought with appreciation. And in that change vibration, you can then allow the new and improved conditions and circumstances to come into your experience. Look for good things about where you are. And in your state of appreciation, you lift all self-imposed limitations, and all limitations are self-imposed, okay? And free yourself for the receiving of wonderful things. So here we go, right? What does Spirit just tell us? The only thing that we're creating are blocks because abundance is already ours. It's right there. It is right there waiting for you to just receive it, waiting for you to step in it, to walk in it, to be it, right? So oftentimes when things aren't ideal, right? And when I say they aren't ideal, what I mean is they aren't the way that we would choose them to be, right? Oftentimes it becomes difficult for us to be in that state of gratitude. It's just human nature, right? But who are we beyond this human being? We are a spiritual being, right? We are the divine having a human experience. So tap into that divine frequency known as your higher self, and to literally allow yourself to remain in a constant state of gratitude. Now, you can do this by listing 5 things that you're grateful for every day. 5 things that you're grateful for. Now, some of you might be like, Nahkila, I already got enough going on in my life and I don't got no room to do nothing else, making no list every day. Well, you know what? Even if all you literally have are 5 things to be grateful for, and they're the same 5 things every day, write down those same 5 things. Now, I encourage you to find 5 different things, because the more things you have to be grateful for, well, the higher your frequency goes, the higher your frequency, the more abundance you attract, right? But start there. If that's where you're at, that's fine. The idea of writing it down, right? Number 1, you're in a state of gratitude by focusing on what you're grateful for. But by writing it down, you bring it into the now, right? You take it out of here and you bring it into this reality. Now, here's the thing. By you being in that frequency of gratitude, you are giving yourself an opportunity to experience and receive more to be grateful for. So gratitude is a very high level key component to manifesting, right? Okay, so the next part says, I want to harmonize my desires, but y'all know we don't speak lack up over here, and want is a lack word. So the more want we speak, the more we stay in a state of wanting. So what we're going to replace want with is choose, right? Choose is the abundant way to say the same thing. It says, I choose to harmonize my desires. And what it says here is, anytime you feel negative emotion, stop and say, something is important here. Otherwise, I would not be feeling this negative emotion. Now, I don't really like to call things negative, right? Because I don't believe there are any negatives. I believe because we're in our constant blessing or lesson state, right? Nothing is ever negative. Now, it can be low vibrating, Remember, language, when we speak, we cast spells, so be mindful of what you say. So it says, anytime you feel a low vibrating emotion, stop and say something is important here. Otherwise, I would not be feeling this low vibrating emotion. What is it that I choose? They said want, but cancel, delete. And then simply turn your attention to what you do choose. And the moment you turn your attention to what you choose, the low vibrating attraction will stop. And in that moment, the low vibrating attraction stops, the positive attraction will begin. And in that moment, your feeling will change from not feeling good to feeling good. This is the power of pivoting. So let's read this again, because if we think in terms of negative and positive, so let's take even that positive, right? Because to imply one emotion is positive would also imply another is negative. So we're going to speak in high and low vibrating emotions. So anytime you feel low vibrating emotion, stop and say something is important here. Otherwise, I would not be feeling this low vibrating emotion. What is it that I choose? And then simply turn your attention to what you do choose. And that moment you turn your attention to what you choose, the low vibrating attraction will stop. And in that moment, the low attraction stops, the high vibrating attraction will begin. And in that moment, your feeling will change from not feeling good to feeling good. This is the process of pivoting. So, said, easy put. Now let's do it. Now this one came in a reverse. Again, we're turning the right side up. We ain't claiming no reverses. It says, I can pivot under any and all conditions. You have the ability to pivot under any, look at spirit. Look at that. It spoke of pivoting in that card right there. And now we got pivoting, a card that's specifically about pivoting. Okay, you have the ability to pivot under any and all conditions, but most of you are habitual in nature, and your patterns are so well entrenched that at times the fastest path to the joy you seek is for you to take your pivot as you sleep. By reaching for good feelings, thoughts before you go to sleep, and then experiencing the benefit of the quiet mind that occurs while you sleep. And then upon awakening, immediately turning to good feeling thoughts, you can accomplish the ultimate pivoting experience. So here's the thing. That state in between being awake and asleep is so powerful when it comes to releasing, healing, and creating. So when you're in bed and you feeling all sleepy, ready to conk out, I like you to visualize the abundant life that you're choosing to have, right? I like you to speak of that abundant life. Just take a moment and speak it and see it. Close your eyes and visualize it in your mind's eye. Because when you do that, you're giving extreme power to your ability to manifest it or to allow it to be made manifest. Now, here's the thing. When you go to sleep, you're vibing in all these high frequencies. And then when you wake up, you're going to be right there. And then you top that off with any sort of affirmation that you tell yourself every day, right? So the key is starting before sleep and topping it off when you wake. Now, this is in reverse. Again, right side up we go. It says, I give my attention to the I'm just going to pause and pause with me. Let's just breathe together, okay? I'm so used to doing videos on TikTok that I get to the point where I'm speaking like this, speaking Gonzalez, right? So let's just breathe together. Let's take a slow inhale through our nose and an exhale out through our mouths. Okay, now we're ready. I can give my attention to the positive aspects. And you know what? We know you can, but let's choose to, right? So let's change that to I choose to give my attention to the positive aspects, right? Because just because you can, there's a lot you can do, but if you don't choose to do it, being able don't matter, right? So remember, words are powerful, and it sends a message to the unconscious, which is our driving force. So when we're conscious of what we're saying and how our unconscious mind is perceiving it, we put ourselves in a deeper state of power. So it says, things are coming into your experience in response to your vibration. Your vibration is offered because of the thoughts you are thinking, and you can tell by the way you feel what kinds of thoughts you are thinking. Find good feeling thoughts, and good feeling manifestations must follow. Make a decision to look for the best feeling aspects of whatever you must give your attention to, and otherwise look only for good feeling things to give your attention to, and your life will become one of increasingly good feelings aspects. Okay, so all Spirit is saying there is, Positive thoughts create a positive life. So if you are somebody that's a negative Nancy or a whine and whinny, it's time for you to stop. It's time for you to get yourself, or a negative Nathan, right? It's time for you to get yourself into that frequency of just thinking positive, feeling positive, doing positive, being positive, receiving positive, right? Now, again, let me remind you, this isn't some everything is all lollipop, sunshine, rainbows, and unicorn first. That's not what I'm saying. Because I know, just like me, you are a human being. And with being a human being, it comes with those moments when you're not feeling high vibe. So I'm not telling you not to feel what you feel in those moments. What I'm telling you is to not dwell there, right? You know how you go visit a friend? You go visit a friend, you may sit, y'all may watch a little show, y'all may have a conversation, y'all may sip on some wine, or y'all may play some cards or dominoes or whatever the case may be. Y'all may even gossip. I don't know. That's your business, not mine. However, just because you go visit your friend, you don't sit there and move in. You don't stay. You spend your time and then you leave. So the same is to be said about those low vibrating emotions that as a human being we sometimes feel. Feel them, right? Explore them, heal them, release them, and then go back into your high vibrational state of being. By doing this, you are not only allowing yourself to be human, but you're also setting yourself up to receive positive abundance in all areas of your life. This literally extends beyond money and finances. But of course, the way of the world, a lot of our focus is there. But I like you to really focus on your overall healing, right? And this, again, is something that can be applied to all of that. So that's your Monday money message today. Go ahead and be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Share this video, you guys. Let's get this positive energy flowing throughout the collective. And with your assistance, with your help, we can do it, right? We're a team. We're a team. So share the video. It's your play. Ball's in your court. Now it's your time to share. I was going to say alley-oop, but I'm not that skilled in basketball to know if that's even a proper statement. So anyway, I thank you for sharing. I thank you for liking, subscribing, and leaving me a comment. Let me know how it resonated. I leave you with peace, love, bliss, and abundance. I'll talk to you soon.